All right, we're jumping right into this collection because there are tons of books in this one, and I know I'm going to get caught up at some point telling stories. So let's jump into it with some all-new X-Men. This is all-new X-Men number 20. I still like the all-new X-Men logo design. It's just cool to me. That always kind of stuck out. I don't really care for... I talked about Brandon Peters before. I don't really care for his art. But Mahmoud Asrar, dude is... Now, that's a cool artist right there. I think I met... Have I met a dude yet? I don't remember. But... I think I first started catching on to his work with his, what's it, New 52? Yeah, New 52 Supergirl stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I started catching his work. Amazing X-Men number 2 and Avengers World number 1 with a John Cassaday cover similar to Brandon Peterson, but we got Stefano Caselli doing the interiors, which I much appreciated. And the man without fear, the man without rarely a bad run, Daredevil number 34, Hawkeye number 14 with Kate Bishop, LA Woman, and here is Inhumanity number 1, Fraction, Capel, Morales, and Martin. I just grabbed that one, I think it's just for the hell of it. What's this? I think Inhumanity was a 2-part, and then it was, oh wait, I don't know. I was trying to remember, I know just like the actual Inhumanity title, but then I think it ran through maybe some other issues like this one, because here is Mighty Avengers 4. You have the Inhumanity banner there. And New Avengers 13. Simone Bianchi, Greg Land. And here is How to Maim a Mockingbird, Secret Avengers number 12. That was a cool run with Fury, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and... Was this the one that Moon Knight was on for a little bit, or was that the previous Secret Avengers? I can't remember. Then you got Ramos cover on Superior Spider-Man number 22, Darkest Hours. I like that color. The coloring there, the black and white, and the Venom background there. And then there's 23. Ramos. And then Thunderbolts is, I talked about this one too. This one is a pretty cool run with Justice Team. Red Hawk, Elektra, Punisher, Agent Venom, and Deadpool. There he is back there flying a kite. And then for a point, they had the leader there as well. Big head leader. And we have Uncanny X-Men 15 point Iron H, Inhumanity, Girls Night Out. What could go wrong? See, X-Men, something's always going wrong. Wolverine X-Men number 38. Shield, there's X-Men number 7. Carrying Rachel Dawson cover there on here as well at number 8. That was a pretty cool run, even though what's his name? Brian Wood was problematic as all hell. But I think he's still getting work too. So, and East of West number 8, big indie hit. Just highly recommend it. If you haven't checked this out, definitely go pick up the first trade of that. Go give that a read. Strong recommendation from Gino. As is this one. Pretty Deadly. This is number 2. Deconic, Rios, Belair, and Cowles. This one, Kelly, I think I checked this one out because Kelly Sue DeConnick is one of my favorite creators. I was like, all right, she got a new indie book. I'll definitely go check it out, as I usually do with most of her work. And I had already known about Jordy Belair and Clayton Cowles, so you kind of know what they're bringing to the table. So you already got a few like star creators there. Then you got Emma Rios. Now Emma Rios, I'd only ever seen, I think I've seen her work once or twice, like 1 or 2 titles before Pretty Deadly. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's like there, but then like kind of reading it and just kind of seeing her skill, like her storytelling, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely digging Emma Rios now. So shout out to her. And shout out to the whole team, because that's a good book. And they're all cool creators. And here is Rat Queens number 3. This was the original run. Yeah, I think so. But we have Curtis, because it's gone on to have several creators. I think they've had a few different volumes now. But Curtis Weeb and Rock Up Church. And Rock Up Church, similar to Brian Wood, maybe worse. I don't know. They're both pretty problematic. Rock Up Church got in some legal issues, domestic violence, all that stuff. But he's actually come back under his real name, John, I guess, working on some other title. But it's a whole mess. So, you know, definitely take that how you will. And here is Rocket Girl, Brandon Montclair, Amy Reeder. This is number 3. I got this one because of the premise, also because Amy Reeder, who I've talked about before, and I met both Brandon and Amy, but I like Amy Reeder's art and just her storytelling. This book was okay. I don't know how long it ran. I don't know how many issues I picked up, but it just didn't hit the way I wanted it to. But I stuck with it for a few issues to kind of give it a chance and check it out. And here is Sex Criminals number 4, Sex Police. And I actually hadn't seen this cover in so long until I actually kind of flipped through this book briefly just to get an idea. I was just going through all my totes, and as I usually do for these, like I just kind of go through. So I just happened to be going through some totes, like looking for stuff or just kind of seeing what the hell was in there. And I was thinking, you know what, this might make a good tote for a video because it's got a lot of mix in here. So yeah, Sex Criminals. And then Spawn 239. New York, Sexiest Savior. Downing does it again. And then from Top Cow, there is Stellar number 1, part of pilot season. And I don't know if this ever actually made it out. So sometimes with the pilot season stuff, I never know what the hell's going on. And then continuing with Top Cow, there's Witchblade 143. And then we go over to Boom. There is Suicide Risk number 9, Mike Carey, Elena Casagrande. And Ghost number 1, Terry and Rachel Dawson cover, signed by Kelly Sue DeConnick at some convention, who knows when. And here is Veil number 1. I showed off some other issues of Veil, but here is from Dark Horse. And I met Greg Rucka. I might have met him twice actually. And I did not have Veil with me. I think it was Emerald City, and I don't think I could find it. I was looking for it, but I was running out of time and couldn't dig forever before the convention. So before I packed up for the convention, or as I was packing up. And here is X number 8, The Ones Who Lived. And then this is Action Comics 847. This is one, Dwayne McDuffie, Renato Guedes. I think I got this one just because it was Dwayne McDuffie, and maybe because of the cover too, because I kind of like the cover. And jump over to my girl, Bad Girl. This is number 9. This one starts a string of issues I got signed by Art Germ. He did a bunch of the covers. So there's number 9. Flood begins here, and when it rains, it pours. And then Plague of the Techno Zombies in issue 10. Dawn of the Dead, technically. So I met Art Germ, I think I might have met him once or twice, but I know for sure it was San Diego Comic Con. So shout out to him, dope artist. And then there's number 11 and 12 of my favorite covers there from this run, from this whole Stephanie Brown run that I signed as well, of course. And I think these next 3 covers are 3 of my favorites. Here is 13 with Clayface, Maniacal Mudslinging, and this gem right here, Batgirl and Supergirl, Terror in the Third Dimension, with Dracula, King of the Vampires, and Dracula, Prince of Darkness. I had to get this one because, yeah, those 3 right there are definitely 3 of my favorite covers from this run. This was such a cool run. Stephanie Brown was, I don't know, I was just absolutely into this run, and she was my favorite Batgirl. And just how this run was just so much fun. A lot of character, a lot of heart. So shout out to you guys. And then you got Gail Simone and Babs on just a new 52. Batgirl 26, Wanted, the conclusion. And then we're going not way back, but back a little bit. Here is Batman 670, Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, a prelude. So now, let's go back. So this is 2007. So, story time. Back in around this time, so I talked about this before, around 2005 is when I started going to conventions, and I started seeing a lot more stuff. So I started branching out in those couple years when I was just able to kind of see more. You get promo stuff, so you kind of get posters for other titles, events, and free comics sometimes. So it kind of gives you or samplers, so you kind of get exposed to more stuff, broaden your horizons. So that's around that time. It's all right, I like Batman, so let me go back and get some Batman. But of course, I can't just jump in. So I did jump in. I started reading, but then I also started going back issue hunting. So I went back to the beginning of Grant Morrison's run, and it was actually 655 with one of the Kuberts. I can't remember if it was Adam or Andy. I always get them mixed up because one did Batman and the other did one of the Superman titles. So, but yeah, so 670 was in the middle of that, and there's 671. So Grant Morrison, Tony Daniel, and Jonathan Glapion, and 672. And like this one, for obvious reason, 673. 674. Keep this up. And this one's cool too. 675. I think one of these. No, I think it was in the 680s. Because there was like this one random issue that I had missed. So I went back. I was like, got all these issues like over a period of time, not right away, but just kind of like a slow thing. I wasn't in a rush to get them. I got them all. But there was just one random issue. I don't know if it's in here. You might see there's going to be like an issue break in there for absolutely no reason. There's 676, Alex Ross. Pretty sure I've seen that cover. And so Alex Ross did a string of covers here. 677, R.I.P. Batman. And 678. 679. So you can imagine, like, that's one pretty much like right in the center of my good convention, like all my convention time. So in like hitting multiple shops, conventions, blackcomicshop.com, like I was just racking up, catching up on the Batman stuff. 679, 680, which I think I have two of for some reason. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't know where the other one is though. And 681. At Alex Ross cover the statues there, and then jump up to 687. The other issues are in other boxes somewhere else, but this one was actually the first issue, and this was begin with Dick Grayson's run as Batman, and I got Ed Benes on here, and this is one of the issues I took to San Diego Comic-Con. It was 2011, and when I met Ed Benes, and it was his first U.S. convention appearance, so I was. Oh man, so I talked about that story before too, but yeah, I took a whole bunch of books for him to sign. Like I tried to find every Ed Benes book I had, and there's even like an issue of Uncanny X-Men in there. There was some Justice League stuff, and there was a lot of Justice League stuff. But yeah, especially if you find that random issue of Uncanny X-Men that was like, oh yeah, I gotta take that one because probably hasn't seen that one in a while. But yeah. And New 52 Batman 26. And my girl Batwoman. Here is the 0 issue right before. Actually, no, it says January though. So, because when the New 52 started later that year, so I don't know what the hell was going on, but it might have been the lead up into like a precursor to her New 52 run. But anyways, J.H. Williams the third, William Hayden Blackman, I think it's William, and then Amy Reeder. Just fantastic team, creative team there. So, and I'm all in. And plus, Batwoman is just a dope character. So, and then here is jumping into her New 52 run. There's 26 with the Wolf Spider. I think I like this design there. And then Vertigo. Here is Coffin Hill, what I talked about, the supernatural story from them. I just have to get the last. I'm missing 6 issues of that. Oh my gosh, and this massive book here, oh my gosh, this is bigger. I don't remember it being this big. But here is Detective Comics 27, special mega-sized anniversary issue. Whew. Featuring an all-star roster of creators. I don't remember what the hell was in there, but look at this thing. I think it's huge. I don't know how many pages that was. I don't remember. And then, oh my gosh, Gears of War. There's 16, Karen Travis and Julius Lopez. This is actually when it switched from, because it was still being published under Wildstorm, and then I think they just kind of dropped Wildstorm and just started publishing it under the main DC header. And then I remember these drawing the line at $2.99. I don't remember how long that lasted, but good. And then speaking of some Ed Benes, here is one of the Justice League issues I had him sign. Burnett, Benes, and Hope. Number 19, Justice League of America. They had a nice roster. I like that one. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a few more signed books in here. And my girl, Power Girl. Batgirl, Power Girl, two of my favorite DC characters. Love Supergirl, so I had a lot of their books signed. But this one got signed by Justin Gray, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Amanda Connor. I think Was that all at San Diego Comic-Con? It could have been at C2E2 too. Like a mix of that stuff. There's number 1, number 2, number 3. Had their whole 12-issue run signed. 4. Then 5, just kind of, I just covered because it just kind of looks like, this reminds me of old spy stories for some reason. Number 6, Fists Up, Ready to Fight. Number 7, Vartox, Stand and Meet Your Mate. Vartox of Valoron. With the, I think that's Midnighter there. And 8, 9, Versatana's Animal Army. 10, That's Right, The Ladies With Me. You got everybody there in the comic shop. There's a Wonder Woman there, Catwoman, the Goggles, and Jonah Hex. And then Tara there, and 11. And number 12 capped off her run there. This one is kind of beat up. So Power Girl 1 through 12. Oh yeah, look at this one. Got some Jim Lee stuff. So here is Superman 204. This was the beginning of the For Tomorrow arc. Brian Azzarello, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. I had this one in trade. I think it was one of the first Superman stories I remember reading. I had to pick it up because Jim Lee, Scott Williams. So, and I also have the poster of this as well. I have the poster of this. Here's Jim Lee Superman, and then Jim Lee and Scott Williams Batman 608, which is part of Hush. So this 12-issue run just has, similar to Hush, I guess, but just a cool, dope story. And I was like, all right, so I'll read some Superman because it's Jim Lee. But I had to trade, and I was picking up the issues whenever I came across them. Like if I came across them for $1 or cheaper, I was just grabbing them just for the hell of it. And I think I had most of them as well. So there's 205, and then Michael Turner, Peter Stuyvesant variant for 205. Just had to grab that one, of course. 206, Superman. 207. I don't think this was as, pretty sure it was not as memorable as Hush, but it was still a solid story. It's been a while since I read that one. There's 208. And we got 209. 210. I remember, so yeah, 211 there. And I think I was missing, so yeah, we started at 204. I forgot already. But there's 215, so I must be missing just 12, 13, and 14. 30 pages. I haven't actually looked back at this in a while. I wonder if I could find those other issues cheap. I will. If I find them, I'll definitely probably just pick them up for the hell of it. Then Superman Batman 78. Another Ed Bennis issue I had signed. Got Joe Kelly on there. Plus a Power Girl Huntress team up. What? Inside this issue, a greater threat than anything on this cover. Oh my. Got a lot of stuff going on that cover. And then over to Cliffhanger, Wildstorm, I guess, whatever. Steampunk, number 6. Got this one. Came across this one randomly cheap at a convention somewhere. And got this one pretty much just for Bacalo, whatever. I think it's Joe Kelly. And is that Richard Friend? I don't know if I just made that name up. But here is, and jumping over to DDP, it tells about them a little bit before. Here is Blade of Komori number 2. Now I think this is the series I talked about before where it was missing, or there was supposed to be another issue, so it was never technically finished. There's number 3, and I said Shinku, but I think it was actually Blade of Komori. So 3 and 4, Ron Mars, and then 5. So who knows if it was them or not. And then my favorite work from DDP, because I just had to. So here it is, the best stuff ever produced for DDP. G.I. Joe, America's Elite. Yo Joe, baby. A new beginning. There's the zero issue, 25 cents. And there's another cover, that's the Flint cover. I don't know why that issue was 25 cents, but that one was full price. I don't even know if I paid full price for it, but I got this, I think I was reading this, or I jumped onto this when it was still going, so I just went back to pick up the rest of the issues that I didn't have. But yeah, this one is, if you want some G.I. Joe action, This is definitely what you want. And it kicks off with Stefano Caselli. So this was the first time I saw his art. Oh, yes, so dope. There's number 1. There's 2. Tons of character work. And oh my gosh, this is just so good. 3. Storm Shadow, Firefly. Scarlet. Snake Eyes. Got 4 there. 5. Zartan and Storm Shadow. 6. That one still has a price tag on it. Where's it from? Graham Cracker? Yeah, I don't think that's right. I might have just put that in that bag. But it wasn't, I don't know, who knows? So what's it say? So there's 7. I like the coloring on that one. And then this dope cover right here. Number 8. Storm Shadow. 9. The Return of Major Blood. And there's 10. Yo Joe. Scarlet again. 11. I don't know if those were the Night Creepers. I don't remember. And then number 12. 6 extra pages. I'm trying to figure out who this artist was. I recognize the style, but like the name just completely blanking on me. I don't know if their tag is in there anywhere. And then here is Cobra Commander. This is cover number 13. I think it's, I don't know if I have, I'm pretty sure it's a variant for it. Well, and here is 14, the new Elite. And then, oh yeah, Cobra. It's celebrating 5 years of DDP. Then at one point there was issues with them paying creators or not paying creators. So I don't know whatever happened with that. And then they came back. So I don't know if that ever got settled. But anyways, Cobra Commander. And Snake Eyes. Perfectly executed. Comics waiting room. I don't even know who they are. Are they still? I might look them up just after to see if they're still even in business. Here is the Baroness on 17. 18, you got Scrap Iron, Zarana, Wild Weasel, Firefly, and Copperhead. Emperor's New Clothes. In 19, I never liked Serpentor. Never, like, at all. Serpentor was one of those G.I. Joe characters I just never, he should have never existed, like Sergeant Slaughter. It's terrible. Sins of the Mother, this was a pretty cool run. With Baroness and Destro, and I think this was Wraith was involved in this one. Maybe Destro wasn't. Yeah, he was in this one a little bit. Usually is. But then I just remember this one because Baroness and her guns there, those big ass guns. So that's 22. 23, Flint. This one dealt with Baroness's, was it son? I don't remember actually. This cover Commander, Puppet Strings, Destro, and Baroness. And then this cool cover here, this is 25. This started World War III, which was a fantastic end. And it's supposedly, this cover actually has, we're supposed to have every G.I. Joe, well, hero, actually G.I. Joe roster member on it. So that's what the full cover looks like. And then it has a 25th anniversary tag. So right around 2007 was the year that the 25th anniversary toy line came out. So, and then it has it inside as well. So yeah, tons of, if you want to go ahead, pause and take a look at that, go for it. Tons of characters here. I remember trying to, when I got this, or looking at it online and just trying to see how many I can name. I think there's a guide in here. Maybe it's online. Oh, yeah, there is. So you might want to, oh my gosh, that's not going to work. But kind of keep that in if you want to, I don't know, pause and screenshot that. And then as well. So yeah, I actually had 2 of these at one point because at the same convention, Wizard World Chicago, it was either Wizard World or Chicago Comic Con at the time, can't remember. But Wizard World Chicago, I found 2 issues, 2 copies of this. One for full price, I think it was like $5-6, and then another one for $1. I was like, oh yeah, of course I'll take that. And I was just gonna hold on to them. I had no intention of doing anything with it. I just wanted it because it looked cool. But then I ended up seeing I don't know, for some reason I just end up checking out eBay, end up selling my second copy for like 36 bucks. So then what's that? 26, 27, 28. This was a dope epic run to end, and just a fantastic series overall. So double side issue 30, 31, 32. I think it ran 36 issues. We'll find out together. Oh yeah, yes it did. So 34, part 10, 35, and 36. Yo, Joe. But we're not done with G.I. Joe action. So, around way back then, I talked about a lot of DC stuff in 2007, in those few years. So what I also did was go back and get a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff that I missed. And some of that included a lot of stuff like this. Here's the Data Desk Handbook. Just a whole lot of information on characters, like just, I don't say lore material, but just background stuff on characters, vehicles, weapons, all that good stuff, teams, everything. And then that's just a Hunt for Cobra Commander. I think that one was for right before issue 13, maybe, I'm not sure. And then here is another one, Data Desk Handbook. This is A through M. And then here is N through Z. Who's on this? I don't remember who that character is. And then got some of they did a lot of special, not a lot, but they did a few special mission one-shots. So different characters, different just areas of the globe, theaters. So here we have Antarctica, we got the Crimson Guard, Snow Serpent, Snake Eyes, Scarlet, and Snow Job. And then Shipwreck and Cover Girl facing the Cobra Eels. I always like that design. And so that one was Brazil. This one's Manhattan. We got Beachhead, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Cover Girl too. That could be Scarlet. I don't remember. 3 stories, 48 pages, non-stop action. And then what is this? This is one shots. I want you for Cobra Commander, the enemy. Special missions. And then this one, special missions Tokyo, Gung Ho. Looks like rock and roll right there. I don't know who that is. And then Budo. And this one was absolutely gorgeous cover. This one is actually a variant for Storm Shadow #1 when he had a short solo series. This just has the Rashikaji logo, but it's also the I Ching. I forgot which number it was though. I forget. It has been a while since I looked at that stuff, but. And here is from FP Comics. I don't know who the hell they are. Rise of the Headhunters, G.I. Joe vs. Cobra, written by Larry Hama. And then on to some IDW. We got some Ghostbusters. Here is Happy Horror Days. I think this was this a part of the second run? It may have been the second volume. Can't remember. And then Judge Dredd, McCarthy after Jack Kirby. You can definitely see that influence in there. Judge Dredd number 13. I don't know which McCarthy. It's not Ray, is it? I don't know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 28. Santa Loco. And then here is the free comic book day. I wonder. Yeah, never mind. I have to have an annual. I thought this was, but never mind. Ninja Turtles free comic book day book. And then last step, we got going back to some G.I. Joe stuff. These were comic pack reprint or toy pack reprints of classic Real American Hero issues. These ones were in the toy line from the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe sets when they had 2-pack figures. They came with packed with a comic reprint. So got Beachhead mainframe, Wild Bill and Scrap Iron with the Dragonfly back there. Cobra Commander Zartan, Wild Bill, and I don't know who that is. And Dragonfly, and then I don't know who that is. And then Dreadnoks, Buzzard, Ripper, and Torch tearing up a Sky Striker. And the twins, Tomax and Zayvon, the Crimson Twins with Flint. I guess that's Snake Eyes, Roadblock, and Scarlet there. Whew, lots of stuff, lots of memories, a whole bunch of signed books. Oh my gosh, that is a wrap for this comic collection video. Tons of cool stuff. Lots of recommendations here. G.I. Joe, some indie stuff. I had a bunch of sign books in here, some I forgot about, and just other cool covers. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, I gotta look at those other Superman issues as well. See if I can find those last 2 or 3 issues. And then there's a comics website I wanted to check out, see if they're still running or see what happened to them. Comics waiting room or something like that. Yeah, Batgirl, Stephanie Brown, highly recommended. And yeah, some other cool stuff. Power Girl there. So yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. This is GENOTHADRAGON saying thanks for watching and peace out.